Right, welcome back, everybody. It's time to take a look at your trending topics, and topping the list still, Becky Cele. So that's the big trending topic, and you remember that was all after an event that was held in Gugulethu in Cape Town, and he had this public outburst there, the minister, after Civil Rights Lobby Action Society member Ian Cameron went at the minister. And I mean, I hope we've got the clip. This is the clip of, because a lot of us have seen what the minister had to say, and he lost it and was really shouting at the podium and on the microphone at Ian Cameron, and then Ian Cameron was escorted out of the room. But let's give context. This is what Ian Cameron had to say to get that reaction.
James, she was murdered on the 8th of May in Kailicha. She was stabbed 100 meters from where 6 other people were shot 5 minutes earlier. No one followed up that case. We did, because her sister asked us to help. Do you know where we found the suspect? In the Eastern Cape. We brought him back. He is now being detained in Kailicha. We do that because we care for the community. We patrol for them. We give them training. I don't see you doing the same, sir. And I'm tired of the excuses, and I'm tired of you making this a political thing. None of these people tonight, when they see their neighbors being slaughtered on the streets, worry about your nonsense comments about the Constitution and about evolution. They worry about surviving, sir. And I would like to end off with this. I want to graciously invite you to come and patrol without a bodyguard, without a grand car, in normal clothes with this community tonight, to get the sewage on your shoes that they patrol through. You have a problem, Mr. Minister, because you are removed from reality that the rest of us face. When I visit Mbekweni, I get out of my car and a 3-year-old little boy is taking a poo next to the road because he doesn't have a toilet. And you know what? Police don't care if something happens to them there because they don't have the resources to help. When I go to the different gender-based violence desks at these police stations, especially in the Nyanga cluster or traditional Nyanga cluster, the majority of the detectives have more than 300 dockets on their table. 300 dockets! How do you think you can do an investigation with 300 dockets? It's impossible. And then, the cherry on top, and this is my conclusion, is that many of those detectives have 300 dockets, and it's a constable detective. He just came out of the college. He doesn't even know how to spell J88.
Right, that was Ian Cameron, and from my understanding how that unfolded to where Becky Cele was actually shouting at Ian Cameron and telling him to shut up. Becky Cele then attempted to respond to that, and you would have heard what he had said, you know, and when he spoke about my mother was a kitchen girl and my father was a garden boy, I think at that point Ian Cameron probably stood up and said, no,
this is not what I was talking
that's
about.
not what I was saying. You know, basically, let's not let this degenerate into a racial issue. And yeah, it
spiraled out of control.
Spiraled at that point.
So the latest development is that they have filed a complaint against the minister, and they I suppose are going to look into that. But I don't know. That's also the question of the day. So we'll tell you that a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right. So. Next trending topic.
National shutdown.
There we go.
And we had, you'll see there's similarities between yesterday's tweets and today. These have all carried on from yesterday. So, yesterday in Mbombela, people woke up to streets being blocked, couldn't get in and out of certain townships. And so they were saying that, well, this is how you actually start a national shutdown, and hoping that other towns and cities will follow suit. And this, of course, in protest against the rising cost of living, the rising fuel prices, food prices, electricity tariff prices, rates and taxes, you name it. Everything is going up. And people are saying at this point, well, we can't carry on like this.
Exactly.
Something needs to give.
Yeah, and that was the whole hashtag national shutdown, and you know it's well and good, I suppose, that it was particularly on the N4, and that was where it was based, as we say, between Nelspruit and Bombela. We saw so much taking place there. This morning, as you heard from Rob, seems a lot quieter, but you know this is kind of, I suppose, the only way to get a message across. I'm not sure, because businesses and people are desperate right now at the cost of living. So that's the story of national shutdown. Next trending topic, Sithelo. Okay, it's still there. It is still very, very, very much there. Sithelo, Andile, the whole drama surrounding what was going on. And then I also see Dingaan Thobela is also trending, because I think Sithelo posted a picture of Dingaan on her stories or Twitter feed or something, but she did delete everything that she had put out originally.
The Twitterati doesn't see.
Oh no.
The minute you put
matter.
something out, someone screen grabs it so that you
Absolutely.
can't deny it later on. So basically, the inference being drawn with that picture of Dingaan Thobela, the former world champion boxer, who of course dated then former Miss South Africa Basetsana, who's now Khumalo. She used to be
Makalemele. Yeah.
And and she, remember when did she write a book? Was it in her book where the allegation was made by her that she was physically abused by Dingaan Thobela? So I think Sithelo trying to draw that sort of...
The reference between that and her story.
Also being beaten.
Oh my gosh, I'll look into...
Allegedly.
It's coming. It's coming into your brain. But here's the statement that came from the family. Well, Mam Kize, she wrote a statement after all the pictures and all of that stuff saying, I've been made aware of the allegations made against my family by Sithole Shozi on her Instagram account, which have since been deleted. Given my history and strong stance against gender-based violence, I do not take these accusations lightly. I do not and will never condone violence in any form or nature. I'd like to categorically state that neither myself nor my family have been witness to any alleged abuse against Sithole, and further like to highlight that these allegations are false and defamatory. On a side note, remember one of the posts she came out was saying that she was beaten in front of the family and dragged out. So that was referring to that. Then, given the nature, severity and extent of these allegations, the matter has been referred to our attorneys, and from now on henceforth they'll be handling everything on and on and on, and pretty much so please be advised that I'll not be making any further statements with regards to this matter. Sean Kize. And those are the WhatsApp chats, and these are the screen grabs that all came from particularly the whole Sithelo story yesterday.
Yeah, and Boris Johnson, we had this one in the news. He is up against the ropes. So it's about... I think we can start taking bets how long he's going to last at this point.
I wonder, and he's being defiant. He's
not
digging his
going
feet
anywhere.
in. But
at least he doesn't want to.
No,
but he may
not.
be forced to.
Yeah, his reasoning, as we're telling you in the news, he was voted by the people in 2019, and he wants to see through this economic crisis and the war that's currently in Europe. So he says, I'm not going anywhere. But
he's lost his
40
own
resignations.
party.
40 resignations. Sure. So this will be a very, very close one to watch. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
If he were a sports coach, he's lost the dressing room. So
very much so.
Where do you go to from there?
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That's the end of the trending topics for now. Let's check our question of the day. I think we've got it up. Let's see what we're asking you. But it is obviously to do with the video we showed you today of Ian Cameron, and of course the reaction yesterday from the minister. What are your views on civil rights lobby group Action Society saying they will file a complaint against Police Minister Bheki Cele following his public outburst? So yeah, talk to us. Let us know what your views are on this story.
Indeed. Right, at Morning Live, SABC will share some of your views as the morning progresses. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Head of Investigations at Open Secrets, Michael Marchant, will be joining Leanne in a discussion, a very interesting one, about possible amnesty. Don't go away. You want to hear this.